imagine life without cars today, life would be completely different without cars. Think about how many cars are on the road each day. We owe credit of having cars to Henry Ford. Henry Ford created the idea of mass production in 1913 in order to improve the efficiency of factories and production. Henry Ford is one of my favorite people in history because his invention of mass production greatly impacted the industry of the assembly line and mass production. Henry Ford created the idea of mass production, which eventually allowed the transportation industry to expand. His idea of mass production allows for everyone to have access to cars, changed the way we traveled, and led to further advancements in other production industries. Many people could not afford a car when they were first invented because they were so expensive to make. Mass production allowed for the cars to be made more cheaply. When the prices to make a car went down, the car selling prices went down, which made it more accessible for everyone to have. Now everyone could afford a car, not just the rich and wealthy. The idea of mass production changed the major industries of cars, but that's not the only one it impacted. It also impacted all the other industries in the production fields. We can still see today the effects of Henry Ford's idea of mass production. The concept of creating many goods at once and cheaply created a more efficient workplace. It changed the way products were made. Not many products were made in bulk on an assembly line or by machines. It was very effective, and we can still see its use in factories around the world today. Many businesses use the idea of mass production in order to make a better profit. We have now taken a look at the way industries have changed thanks to mass production and Henry Ford. Now let's take a look at the way it has changed transportation. The third thing that mass production changed was the way we traveled. More people were able to buy cars and use them since the costs went down, so more people invested in cars and uses them. Since people could not have cars before mass production, it changed the way people got around. We can still see the impact of mass production on transportation in the world now that we use more cars and buses and things. Transportation has greatly changed because of mass production. Let's review what we have talked about. To conclude, let's review what we've talked about today. Ask yourself again, could you imagine life without cars? Henry Ford made them accessible to everyone by his idea of mass production by making them more affordable. Henry Ford's idea of mass production is very important and still impacts us today. His idea allowed everyone to have access to cars, changed the way we traveled, and even impacted other industries and fields of production. This idea brought about advancement in the production industry. Imagine where we would be without him today.